Ladies and gentlemen, please continue to enjoy your dinner, but we are going to start our program, and we would like to turn your attention to the video screen as we play a short video from our friends at Foster's Creative.
Welcome to the Milgard School of Business, where innovation meets excellence.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the 24th Annual Business Leadership Awards. We are delighted to be here. We're delighted that you're here to help us celebrate our 2026 awardees. My name is Jeff Randall, and it is an honor to be asked to be your MC this evening. We are proud to recognize tonight five great leaders in our community who embody the spirit of leadership that the Milgard School of Business is creating here in our own community. I've been a member of this community since 1984. As with most of you, I've been involved in business all of my life, as a student intern, as an employee, as an independent contractor, even as a small business owner with my own LLC these days. And business, as we all know, is about relationships, but it's also about connecting. And as I think back, I was lucky enough to have some amazing mentors in my life, just like the people we're honoring here tonight, who are more than just business people in our community. They are having so much more impact than just through their businesses. So again, I want to thank you all for being here tonight, because with your help, we are going to recognize our 5 phenomenal award winners. We're going to celebrate business leadership in our community, and we are going to support the great work being done right here at the Milgard School of Business at UW Tacoma. Now, to kick off our program, I would like to welcome to the stage Noah Carr, a Milgard alumni and a UW staff member, to give our land acknowledgement. Noah?
Thank you. We recognize that all of us at UW Tacoma learn, live, and work on or near the ancestral homeland of the Coast Salish people. In particular, we are situated on the traditional territory of the Puyallup. As people on this occupied territory, we have a responsibility to acknowledge the land, the ancestors who have cared for this land since time immemorial, and our indigenous connections today. We also have the responsibility to acknowledge the histories of dispossession and forced removal that have allowed for the growth and survival of this institution. In light of this history, let us take active efforts to partner with our Indigenous community members and neighbors as we continue our work together as a community of learners, leaders, and educators.
Thank you, Noah. It is now my honor to introduce the chairman of the Puyallup tribe, Bill Sterud.
Hello? There we go. Bring a little life to this thing. I get special treatment. My daughter, who's a professor here, walking me up. Pretty cool, for sure. Really cool. Just so happens that the Puyallup tribe seems to have a genius among our ranks, Wadhwani. And there's some things I'd like to say about him, and it's all good. It's all good. He's really a good guy. He loves baseball, loves being innovative, very innovative. So I'll just throw some stuff out at you. The Puyallup tribe has over 6,000 members. You may know us for the Emerald Queen casinos that opened for business 30 years ago. But did you know that we continue growing our economy? We are building businesses that support everyday needs and create opportunity for our community and region. Collectively, the tribe and its business employ over 4,000 individuals. But it's not all Matt. We seem to have an economic development team that just keeps on trucking stuff out. They all work together. They're all friends together. They all kind of love each other. We're a really tight-knit group. Whether you want to move your cargo, fuel up, print some signs, park your boat, grab a good meal, enjoy some chocolates, or play a round of golf, we've got you covered. These are businesses that we put together, and considering we had everything taken, to get back where we're at today is pretty cool. Tacoma Global, these are some businesses that several of our enterprises, which are pretty cool. Tacoma Global Logistics, Tacoma Print and Manufacturing, Tacoma Construction Services, Tacoma Market and Fuel, Chinook Landing Marina, Puyallup Chocolates, Woven Seafood and Chop House, Cedar Irons, used to be called North Shore Golf, Cedar Wellness Center, Salish Cancer Center, Quai-Bill Naturopathic Clinic, Commencement Bay Cannabis. We also have major projects underway that will create even more opportunities for our community, including our tribal shipping terminal with our partners at the Northwest Seaport Alliance, barge operations, which will send housing materials and supplies to Alaska villages. In fact, we're going to send one off tomorrow. A new diagnostic imaging center that will serve our members in the broader region. These efforts continue building jobs, strengthening our economy, and creating opportunity for our members and future generations. Thanks, Matt. Really.
Thank you, Bill. Last time I saw Bill, he had a bid card in the air, and I made him pay too much for something cool. So now it is my great pleasure to present our next speaker, the Chancellor of the University of Washington, Tacoma. Please welcome to the stage Dr. Sheila Edwards Lange.
Thank you all. Thank you, Bill, so much. And thank you for the partnership that this university has with the Puyallup tribe. Whenever we do the land acknowledgement, I always say we have to make it real. Otherwise, it's just empty words. And the partnership with the Puyallup tribe is making that land acknowledgement real. So thank you for the leadership. And I know that you were part of the group that imagined us having a university here and fought for it, and you continue to support it. So I truly appreciate you. I'm thrilled to be here with you all for this celebration. I look forward to it. When I first came here to UW, I was like, what is this? But Every time we get together and I hear about the incredible work that is happening at the Milgard School of Business, it reminds me of why I love my work here at UW-Tacoma. This university makes sure that we open doors to prosperity for everyone in this community. But we can't do it alone. We have a number of dedicated individuals who serve on our advisory boards and our councils, and we're fortunate to have members from our Chancellor's Advisory Board and the Milgard Executive Council joining us today, the MEC. So thank you for the time and talent that you dedicate to UW-Tacoma. If you serve on the MEC or the Chancellor's Advisory Board or serve in any other volunteer capacity for us here at UW-T, would you please stand so that we can recognize and thank you? And I wouldn't be a good college president if I didn't recognize my boss's boss. You know, the University of Washington is managed by a group of regents that are appointed by the governor. And 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, for the first time, we were allowed to appoint a faculty member to that board. And this is the second time that we've had a faculty regent, and the faculty regent is from the Milgard School, Zoe Barsness. So thank you so much, Zoe, for being our UW regent. So it's always wonderful to have an inside person who understands our university when she's sitting at the table with the other regents. So we just appreciate you so much. Tonight is not only a chance to celebrate the honorees, but it's also an opportunity for us to reaffirm the vision that was shared by many in this room, that we need a strong and prosperous future for the South Sound. For more than 35 years, UW-Tacoma has worked alongside our community to shape that future. When done right, and we like to think of it as the UW-Tacoma way, partnerships allow us to accomplish more than we ever could alone, and they create opportunities for our students to engage in real-world learning experiences that have a lasting impact not only on their education and their futures, but on our community. So, we're just wrapping up celebrating our 35th anniversary here at UW-Tacoma. We have over 35,000 alumni, and the majority of them, almost 70%, are building their lives and careers right here in the South Sound. So we can't deny that UW-Tacoma we're doing our part to fuel our local workforce. And as you'll see from tonight's program, our impact extends beyond the South Sound. It's visible through our programs, the expertise of our faculty. If you don't know any of the Milgard faculty, there are a number of them here tonight. Please get to know them. They are incredible. They're winning awards, and one of our faculty members is going to get the Distinguished Teaching Award. And so they're just winning awards and incredible faculty members. And they are what lead to the success of our students and our alumni. We sincerely appreciate all of you who are here with us tonight. Your commitment and your partnership are helping our university and the South Sound thrive. To our honorees, congratulations and thank you to each of you. You bring a unique story and a wealth of expertise across a range of industries, yet you are all united by a common thread. You lead with purpose, and in doing so, you help transform our community. You serve as examples for our students of what it means to pursue big goals and serve something bigger than yourself. So it's truly our honor to celebrate you and thank you for all that you have accomplished. Now, you heard me bragging on the Milgard School. I love this school, but it wouldn't be what it is today if it were not for the transformative leader in business, our dean, Dr. Altaf Merchant. As the Gary E. James and James A. Milgard Endowed Dean of the School of Business, Dr. Merchant has maintained an unwavering commitment to innovation and excellence in business education. Most people don't know he is regarded as one of the most influential scholars in his field. He's published research on consumer behavior and marketing strategy in several leading academic journals. Throughout his time leading the Milgard School, he has positioned Milgard and UW-Tacoma as a key resource for our region's economic development. Please join me in welcoming and thanking Dr. Altaf Merchant.
On behalf of the faculty, staff, and the students of the Milgard School of Business, thank you very much for joining us tonight to celebrate the recipients of this year's 24th Business Leadership Awards. The leaders being recognized tonight are building businesses and organizations in service of the South Sound region and the nation. We are here to celebrate and be inspired by their work in creating a vibrant economic landscape to support our thriving communities. I would like to recognize and thank our sponsors for tonight. Thank you, Propel Insurance and Sound Credit Union, our premier sponsors of this year. A big thank you to our returning sponsors at the diamond level, Baker Tilly, Columbia Bank, and Key Bank. Thank you for your continued support. And our new sponsors at the diamond level this year are Pella Windows and Doors, Pierce Transit, and Tapco Credit Union. And also a huge thank you to our media sponsor, South Sound Business. I now extend our gratitude to all those who helped make tonight happen. My gratitude to business leaders who serve on the MEC and other advisory boards of the Milgard School. You continue to inspire everything we do at the Milgard School. My special thanks to the campus group who worked tirelessly to make this happen. Their names are on the screen. Please stand and be recognized if your name is here. I must make a special shout out to Amanda Walker, Chad Brown, Bertha Fuentes, and Ann Larson, who are the core team who really worked for at least 6 months to make sure this evening is as beautiful as it is today. I'm also very thankful to those who served on the awards selection committee. As you know, it's a group of people from the advisory boards, from the advancement team, from the dean's office who look at all the nominations and then make these selections. So thank you to all those who served on the committee. I'm pleased to share a brief update about the school. Today, our enrollment stands at 840 across all our undergraduate and graduate programs. As we look back over the past 10 years of Milgard's growth, we are drawn by inspiration from the community of faculty, students, alumni, and community members who have rallied to build Milgard into what it is today. In this evening's program, you will see a QR code. So last year, we put together this commemorative book, which is a retrospective of the last 10 years of our accomplishments. So this is available online. So when you have the chance, please scan your phones, look at the book, and see the accomplishments that we have, and the impact we've made into the community over the last several years. The school continues to reach new heights and deeper impact, and here are some examples. You know, this is the best part of the conversation I have, the speech I make at the Business Leadership Awards. I get to brag about how good the school is. Our work with the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program continues. VITA is an IRS initiative in the US that supports free tax preparation services for individuals who do not have access to professional support. This year, our students prepared 285 tax returns, resulting in an economic impact of almost $500,000. This particular initiative started 3 years ago, and in 3 years, we have returned back close to $1 million to the South Sound community. This is real money in the hands of people who can then use this money to buy goods and services, which again fuels growth in our economic activity. My gratitude to Pierce Transit for free ads, for promoting this service, and to the United Way of Pierce County for their continued collaboration. Our partnership with Sound Credit Union continues to grow and expand, offering our students across the campus programming in the Milgard School's Center for Financial Wellness. The pantry continues to benefit from Sound's generosity, and this year, the inaugural Husky Hacks competition had 75 students from across the state of Washington creating solutions to help people navigate banking and financial problems. We also organize events which not only engage people from the Washington state, but from all around the world. An example of that is our 15th International Corporate Social Responsibility Case Competition. This particular event brought together 92 undergraduate students from 23 countries from around the globe, including China, South Korea, Switzerland, Italy, and Canada. Recruiting continues to be strong for our Milgard School students. Over 50 regional and global companies continue to come to the Milgard School to recruit, including Baker Tilly, Infoblox, Columbia Bank, Deloitte, Gensco, KeyBank, Pierce Transit, Port of Tacoma, the Seattle Kraken, Sound Credit Union, Tacoma Rainiers, Weyerhaeuser, Continental Floral Greens, and the list goes on. So every year, what I ask my team, I ask them to give me the salary of the highest paid graduating student. And I share that with this group. This year, the highest paid salary is about $200,000 of a graduating accounting student. And for me, that is a fascinating start of a career to get out of the Milgard School with a high six-figure salary and going out into the world. So my gratitude to all my faculty who make this happen with our students. So this year, our students have made us so proud, and I want to talk a little bit about them. Every year, the University of Washington announces something called Husky 100. These are the top academic students who are also working very hard in the community. So they're students who not only gain education, but also give back. This year, 6 of the students were from University of Washington, Tacoma, out of these 100. 4 out of those 6 were from the Milgard School of Business. And they include Riddhi Bajaj, who's done her Master of Science in Business Analytics, Cameron Cyprian, who's doing his Bachelor's in Business Administration, Kendra Jenkins, who's doing a Bachelor's in Finance, and Jai Krishna, who's doing his MS in Accounting. Can I request each of them to stand? So there's more good news. Each year, the UW-Tacoma President's Medalist is selected from graduating seniors with the most distinguished academic record. The medal is presented during the commencement ceremony in June. I'm proud to share that Jake Ness from the Milgard School of Business is this year's recipient. Jake exemplifies the very best of the Milgard School of Business. Exceptional academic achievement, a 3.96 GPA, paired with a deep and sustained commitment to service, including the creation of a mobile app connecting community members to essential resources. Grounded in this discipline of his military background, he represents the kind of principled leader who not only excels, but also elevates those around him. Let's applaud for Jake once again, please. As our students graduate and earn their degrees, they begin their careers here in the South Sound. Today, we have over 7,000 alumni from the Milgard School, an estimated 31% staying in the South Sound, and 86% in the state of Washington. These next 3 Tacoma Huskies are driven by grit and are unleashing the opportunity of a Milgard degree and have been recognized in the 40 under 40 list recently published by South Sound Business. So our students don't only excel when they are with us, they also excel when they're out to the business community. Markia Wilson is a cybersecurity professional. Eric Edwards is an entrepreneur. And Abby Logan is a vice president with Wells Fargo Bank in Tacoma. Abby and Markia are here with us this evening. Let's recognize them. So you may have heard me for the last few minutes being so proud of our students. And there's another student I'm really proud to talk about. I would like to welcome to stage one of our amazing students who you may have seen in the news recently. Evan Garner is a senior at the Milgard School of Business, majoring in finance and a minor in economics. He's also part of the distinction program. Evan is the 2026 Investment Challenge competition winner, building a tailored AI investment model called Magi. With Professor David Kim, he has developed a top-performing investment model that continues to refine and build the next iteration. Evan is here today to share his Milgard journey with all of us. Evan, please come to the stage.
I like to start off every speech that I do with just a little disclaimer. I do suffer from social anxiety, so if I kind of stutter my words or make little mistakes, it's not because I'm purposely trying to do it. It just also helps me kind of get more comfortable when speaking in front of people. Good evening, everyone. My name is Evan Garner. I'm a senior at the Milgard School of Business at the University of Tacoma, majoring in finance with a minor in economics. It's a tremendous honor to stand before you tonight as a representative of the Distinction of Excellence program. I cannot fully express how meaningful it is to be speaking in front of all of you today. I am a Tacoma native born and raised in the South Sound, and this community has shaped everything that I am. I was raised by two of the strongest people that I know, my grandmother Sandra and my mother Charity. Both were single, independent women who never gave up. They worked for tremendous challenges to provide for themselves and for each other. That grit was instilled in me early, to tackle challenges head on, to never give up, and most importantly, to always have faith in yourself. Guided by that foundation, I pushed myself to explore new disciplines such as coding, machine learning, and data science. For the Distinction of Excellence program led by Dr. Gregory Rose and Gloria Fletcher, I gained a deep understanding of how artificial intelligence is being integrated into the modern business landscape. That experience was further enriched by my participation in the entrepreneurship program run by Dr. Jill Purdy and Gloria Fletcher, where I learned how to develop ideas and turn them into a reality. For the Distinction of Excellence program, I also had the privilege of being connected with my mentor, lecturer David Burrow Kim, who shared my interest in exploring how AI could be applied to financial markets, specifically to compete in the Milgard stock competition. I accepted that challenge fully to put everything I learned at Milgard to the test. I began developing Magi, an AI-powered trading system built for the competition. I spent months researching, learning, and applying that knowledge and leveraging agentic coding tools to build 2 early iterations of that system before arriving at Magi 2.1, which took first place with a 1-month return of 4.1% or 4.12% compared to the S&P's near zero return during that month, and an excellent Sharpe ratio of 1.95. That result opened a door I never anticipated. The opportunity to present before the Milgard Executive Council, where I shared not just my technical work, but my story, my dreams, and my aspiration to one day build my own hedge fund right here in Tacoma. A city where grit and hard work are not just values, but a way of life. I hope to one day help my hometown step out from the shadow of the Emerald City and step into its own well-deserved spotlight. I never expected any of this when I started. I began with an idea, and I leave with a mission. What I was able to accomplish with a single laptop is something I'm genuinely proud of. As I explore more advanced methodologies the need for more computing power becomes an inevitable bottleneck. But regardless of my limitations, I continue to proceed with my research and test new ways to eventually achieve my vision of Magi and what it can really achieve. Thank you all so much for your time being here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
I'm so proud. Thank you, Evan, for sharing your Milgard story with us. And we heard that Evan is needing some computing resources. He needs a powerful computer, right? Because his software is churning out so many iterations, millions and millions of those iterations, and he needs that computing power. So this evening, I'm announcing a special award for him, the Dean's Excellence Award to Evan for $5,000, so that he can access the computing resources he needs to take Magi to the next level. Congratulations, Evan. So as we draw this portion of the program to a close, I want to end here where our mission truly begins, with possibility. Tonight, you have heard from Evan and the impact of the Milgard community is making on him and his future. At Milgard, there are hundreds of other students who will benefit from your partnership and investment. That is why I personally invite you to engage. Engage with us in 3 meaningful ways. The first is you could invest in us. So if you look at your tables, there is a card here which has different ways that you can engage in. One is, of course, you could invest in excellence. You could scan the QR code that is at your table and make a gift to the Milgard Excellence Fund. Your support gives us the flexibility for funding students like Evan on needs that can help them excel. You could also hire our students, give them jobs, internships, share your knowledge and experiences with our students and faculty in a classroom, be a guest speaker. My encouragement and request to you is please complete that card at your table, put your name and your contact number or contact details, and we will reach out to you. A student ambassador or a staff member will collect those cards from your table at the end of this evening. If you have any questions about your financial gift or other ways to get engaged with the school, please see our staff on your way out after the program. On behalf of our students, faculty, and staff, thank you, thank you, thank you. And now we turn our attention to the awards portion of the program.
I don't know about you, but I want people like Evan in my community, don't you? Yeah. I think I see in the future maybe Evan up here on this stage getting an award, perhaps, maybe being one of our awardees. Well, let's get to those awards. First, I do have 2 more people who we would like to recognize supporting us here tonight. 2 of our Tacoma City Council members, John Hines and Christina Walker, are here with us tonight. Thank you for joining us. Now, the reason that we are all here tonight, of course, is to recognize the 2026 Business Leadership Awardees. As I said before, we have 5 amazing people here tonight, and here to present our first award, we'd like to bring up a former Business Leader of the Year himself, Don Clark. Don is a longtime supporter of all things Tacoma, is currently the president and CEO of Sound Credit Union, and an alumni of the Milgard School of Business. Don?
Thank you for all being here tonight. Over the last 4 decades, Keith Harnish has grown Harnish Auto Family from a single dealership in Puyallup into a multi-location network serving communities across Western Washington. Keith's approach to business centers on community connection as much as commerce by pairing steady growth with a consistent customer-first mindset. His dealerships have become familiar fixtures in the region, known as much for their service ethic as for their inventory. Keith described winning the award as quite a shock. He went on to thank his team for their hard work and cite them as the source of the company's achievements, saying, People ask me along the way, what's your secret to success? I tell them, we've got a football team up in Seattle, and it's got a great offense, a great defense, and great coaching. And together, they're a great team, and they won the Super Bowl. Our business is kind of the same way. See. Okay, I had to throw that in there. He continues, you might have one or two leaders in the store, but it's the total team that makes it successful. Today, we have 400 employees in the Harnish auto family, and those are the ones that really deserve the award because they're the ones that made it happen. Please welcome to the stage, Keith Harnish.
Well, I think you took most of my speech away. About a month ago, I got a call that totally surprised me and was quite an honor when they told me about this award. And I shared with them that I too am a Husky. In fact, I'm the class of '68. And when I joined the University of Washington, my goal was to go through the business school. But I found it was a little bit too restrictive, a little bit too demanding, and I had to find an easier way to go. So I ended up with a Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. This year marks the 50th year of my time in business, and it's just been a wonderful challenge and very rewarding, and the people that have been around. And like you said, you stole most of my speech. Because people ask me all the time, what's the secret of your business? And I said, well, it's an entrepreneur or a visionary that usually sets up a business, but it's the team that he builds around him that determines the success of that business. And the stronger the team, the better you're going to do. Well, currently we have 400 members in the Harnish Auto family, led by Shannon Cook Harnish over here and Chris Brown. And it's their success is the reason that I'm up here right now. In our business, we have an advertising slogan that we use, but we really use it all the way through our business and the way we do things, and that is people matter. And so, again, on behalf of the entire Harnish Auto family, I want to thank you for this award.
Congrats, Bear.
Thank you. Oh, look, Luke.
Keith, congratulations. Well deserved. And Don, thank you very much as well. Well, on to our next award. This one is a big one. This is the Lifetime Achievement Award. And our presenter is Steve Gordon. Steve's parents, Larry and Virginia Gordon, won this award last year, and we are honored to have Steve here representing the Gordon family this year.
Well, it's an absolute honor to be back here again this year after getting the chance to have our family honored for the same award. It's hard to find somebody that's been in this community longer than us, but we did with the fine folks at Sprague. I don't want to give any real hints about how old I am, but I was pushing a broom out in our shop sometime in high school and used to run into their very professional, very helpful staff, always taking care of our business. And they've been a service provider for the Gordon family for a long, long time. So it's really an honor to get up here and be able to pass the baton to them for their lifetime achievement. So Larry and Alfie Treleven represent multiple generations of stewardship at Sprague Pest Solutions, a company with roots in Washington dating back to the earliest 20th century. Under their leadership, Sprague expanded from a regional service provider into a multi-state operation, maintaining its reputation for essential behind-the-scenes work that protects public health, food systems, and property. In an interview, Larry said, "When I joined the company, we only had 3 or 4 people. Now I think the count is about 359. It's quite achievement there to grow a business that much. The brothers' leadership reflects both family legacy and a strong internal culture shaped by commitment to their community. Alfie described that ethos through a family anecdote. My mom always used to make soup for a lot of our meetings, including board meetings and things like that, he said. So we have this saying in our family, make the soup, share the soup. We really feel like our family's culture, our family mission, is that we are in charge of making some really good soup and sharing it with the world around us, our coworkers, and the communities that we serve. Both brothers, graduates of the University of Washington, give them a cheer for that. It's only appropriate in this building. Expressed appreciation for the recognition and pride in being, as Larry put it, a hometown team. Please help me welcome to the stage Alfie and Larry Treleven.
Younger brother gets to go first. If not, I might never get the mic. That's just the way it was in our family. Thank you. So honored that both of us are up here. UWT sponsors and the many wonderful Tacoma Pierce County leaders honored in the past and recognized this evening. Absolutely fantastic that we are included in that. In 1931, our grandfather purchased the 1926 founded Tacoma-based Sprague Pest Solutions Company. Who knew 100 years later, his grandsons would be standing in front of you and being recognized for the work of our coworkers and the work that they do delivering throughout the Western United States. Larry and I were fortunate to have a father and mother, Generation 2, who set the gold standard example of caring for family, clients, and the communities that we serve. Generation 3, that's Larry and me, are thrilled that Generation 4, Ross, AJ, Paul, and Angela, are currently leading the company. Thank God. They say that too. We know the tremendous amount of effort it takes to be successful, and through the generations, and for the 40 and 50 years that Larry and I took our turn. Larry and I have always thought of our roles as stewards for the family and appreciate the UWT and Tacoma community recognizing the long-term achievements of the teams we have led. On our behalf and behalf of our families, thank you for the recognition. Go Dogs.
Thanks, Alfie. And since we're both Husky graduates, I had to wear a purple coat. As Keith talked about at Harnish, that it's all about the people. The people make the difference. And that's exactly what happened here at Sprague. To go from business that was run out of a home on North G Street with a 2-car garage that was a first warehouse to now we're operating in 10 states here in the West is an amazing feat, and we're very thankful. But it wasn't Alfie and Larry that did it. It was all the people that made the difference. And so today, millions of people eat safer and healthier foods and live in better environments because of the work that we do in public health. Thank you all very much for recognizing us, and we appreciate being here, a Tacoma-based company.
Alfie and Larry, congratulations one more time. Those are two special people. And can you imagine a business for 100 years? Wow, that is something special. Give them one more round of applause. That's impressive. Our next award is for the Nonprofit Sustainable Business Leader. And to present that award is our friend Bet Lucas. Now, Bet is the Senior Vice President, Commercial Transmontane Partners, and was the recipient of this very award last year. Bet?
Well, I'm so surprised you guys had me back because I disclosed last year that both my parents went to UW, but as a Hoquiam girl, you were told to go far away. I'm not saying that's the best advice, but I did. But I feel a strong connection because my parents both had the most fulfilling experience at University of Washington. The other thing that I was surprised that you had me back was I challenge a few notions. I work in oil and gas, but I also am the largest renewable fuel facility in the state. And so if many of you were here last year, I had a lot of fun with that because I think sometimes we tend to be black and white in life, and I'm here for all the gray. So anyways, I'm so honored to be here, and Mike, I can't wait for this award for you. So as CEO of Pierce Transit, Mike oversees a public agency that delivered more than 6.8 million rides in 2023. Under his leadership, the agency has introduced services that expand access to transit in underserved areas while modernizing high-capacity routes between Tacoma and good old Spanaway. Griffus said, "I'm truly grateful for this recognition. It means a lot because it reflects work that matters, not just to me, but the communities we serve every single day. It's also an honor to lead in this space alongside people who care deeply about making a difference. Isn't that what it's all about?" At Pierce Transit, I've seen sustainability show up in real ways, expanding access, helping take cars off the road, and investing in cleaner energy to reduce our environmental footprint. Just as important, transit is an economic driver connecting people to jobs, education, and opportunity. Programs like Fare-Free Youth Ridership are especially meaningful to Mike. I didn't expect this path. I love that line when I was reading his words because that was the words of the honorees all tonight. No one expected this path. But I love this line the most that Mike shared. I simply tried to listen, learn, and grow. I'm incredibly proud of the work we do. This recognition belongs to our teams, and that is true for all of us and our riders. Please welcome to the stage Mike Griffus.
So thank you to the Milgard School of Business for this recognition. I am truly honored to be here. I want to start by saying this award reflects the effort of many people. At Pierce Transit, I have the privilege of working alongside a team that shows up every day, committed to serving this community. This belongs to them as much as it belongs to me. I'm also grateful for the guidance of our Board of Commissioners, whose leadership helps us keep focused on serving our community well. Members of the Pierce Transit Green Team are with me tonight. They represent the kind of commitment to sustainability that this is really about. Public transit is one of those services that can be easy to overlook. But if you step back, it plays a vital role. It connects people to jobs, education, healthcare, and to each other. It also connects people to parks, recreation, libraries, and community events, the things that help define a quality of life. Transit is also an economic driver. It supports businesses, strengthens the workforce, and helps communities grow in a more sustainable and equitable way. I'm especially grateful to be here as a first-generation graduate of the University of Washington School of Business. Opportunities like that can change the direction of a life. I feel fortunate to be part of work that helps create those opportunities for others, and I remain committed to serving this community. Thank you.
It's my honor to introduce the final awardee for tonight, Matt Wadhwani. Matt serves as the Tribal Financial Officer of the Puyallup Tribe of Indians and the CEO of Puyallup Tribal Enterprises, where he oversees financial strategy, economic development, and the management of tribally owned businesses and assets. His work blends financial analysis, long-term planning, data-driven decision-making across enterprises that include gaming, real estate, education, healthcare. This is what Matt shared in the recent article in South Sound Business. Winning the UW Rising Star Award is humbling and meaningful. It's also a reminder of something I often tell my team and the Tribal Council. We are just scratching the surface of what can be accomplished. I never set out with a specific title in mind or for winning awards, but I've always been driven by the opportunity to build, problem solve, question the status quo, and create lasting impact, both financially and socially. He then goes on to say, as a tribal member, that means doing well by doing good and making a tangible and positive impact on the tribe, our members, future generations, and the surrounding community. I'm also incredibly grateful for the mentors, colleagues, and teams that I've worked alongside. They've shaped my perspective, challenged me to improve, and I am where I am today because of them. Please welcome to the stage Matt Wadhwani.
Thank you. That was very humbling. And thank you to the UW Tacoma for this award. It's an honor to be here, and it's very humbling. I apologize if I'm a little off today. My wife just gave birth to our third son, Healthy, 2 days ago, so I haven't slept in a couple days. Thank you. I think earlier today I said, hey, we have 14 companies that need to get back to work. She's like, no, you're not. You're staying right here. But what I want to start with is just the humility and gratitude. Earlier today, the chairman called me a genius, and I just want to take a second to honor him. You started as a cemetery, you worked in the cemetery manually, and today you oversee $1 billion tribe. So just 1 second to say thank you to the chairman for all you've accomplished. If you could stand up and give him a round of applause, because it's amazing what we've done. Almost got the stand up, but that works. Back to humility, I say, you are who you are because of the people around you. So I do want to be that guy who thanks people who are invited today. Michael Thompson, your communications director. I always like to say I like to stay behind the scenes, and he has forced me to get out and tell her story. Aaron Flaggar, our lobbyist. He's changed my perception of lobbyists, I think, for the most part. And then there's Julie Hamilton. I wouldn't be where I am today without you. We can execute what we did without you. And lastly, my father. Thank you for coming tonight. This is a true story. I remember I got 1 B+ in high school, just 1. And he called a parent-teacher conference and yelled at them. Because it wasn't my fault. He was the Tiger Dad. I think you started the Tiger Dad 30 years ago, and I know Mom would be proud of us for where we are today. Lastly, I want to leave with 2 thoughts, and I tell my team this, but one is one of the only urban tribes in the entire country. When Tacoma rises, the Puyallup tribe rises. When the Puyallup tribe rises, Tacoma rises. We are in this together. We're on the same team, and a lot of great things are to come. And secondly, I tell my team this, they will teach about us what we do in textbooks one day. They will. because we're just getting started. Our textbooks are AI, whatever it is. Some machine's going to know what we're doing. You know, I didn't really prepare a long speech given the sleep deprivation, but again, I'm truly honored to be here. I'm very humbled, and let's go. All right, thank you.
Congratulations again, Matt, and to all the awardees who were honored this evening. On behalf of the University of Washington, Tacoma and the Milgard School of Business, thank you all for joining us this evening to recognize and celebrate our 2026 business leaders. Our community is richer and better because of all your efforts. And a quick reminder, please do complete the card which says ways to engage with our students and with the business school. Please complete that and keep it ready. Our student ambassador or our staff will come and pick it up. If you have any questions or need clarifications, our friendly staff is in the hallways. You can ask them for clarifications. They'll be more than happy to talk to you about it. Let's give another round of applause to the awardees. We appreciate your continued support of the Milgard School of Business and UW Tacoma. After we conclude, I would like to request all the awardees, Chancellor Lange and EVCA Andy Harris, to come to the stage for a group picture. With that, I have to just say one thing: onward and forward. Go Huskies.